Alright, quick and dirty video, this one. When someone brings me in a device as complex as, like, this Line 6 M13, and I see a weird jack and modded by some company or whatnot, and it's having issues with power, well, I usually kind of know to expect the worst when I get inside, and sure enough, that's about what's happened in this instance. So when we get inside and we take a bit of a look around, we are greeted by this random, big, massive cap that's just hot snotted onto the board there. There's obviously a, a bridge rectifier that's been just sort of tacked on there. So, we've got a random filtering supply and a bridge rectifier and what appears to be a big ginormous relay. So this is tacked on somewhere to add some kind of extra switching option on there. I mean, yeah, you can do it by modifying a pedal like this, or you could just also do it really, really easily and get a MIDI to trigger converter. You know, you've got companies like, RJM, that have been doing that kind of thing now for like 15 plus years. And they make little teeny tiny ones that live on a pedal board that'll give you all your control that you need. So, if we take a bit of a deeper look here, and, you know, the assumption is, because the customer said, oh yeah, it cuts out and you jiggle the thing and it starts working again. Well, normally my first assumption would be, okay, cool, so we've got a bad solder joint or something like that on the input jack. Not the most uncommon of things. But I can see now where that is being tacked off to. Those joints are just really, really bad. And then, of course, over here on... Is that a relay there? Yep. So there's a relay there. Big, massive globs of solder and jumpers. So, rather than actually using, I don't know, maybe some fine jumper wire or something like that, the kind of thing you would normally use to do what we call in the industry like a bodge repair or something like that, right? Sometimes you spin a board and you're doing a prototype or whatever else and you just need to add another trace or reroute something, you use a fine pitched wire designed for this type of thing. Not this, not that, no. That is crap. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this, because it shouldn't be there. It's not been implemented properly, and I would dare hazard to guess that's probably what's causing the device to go into shutdown. So, I'll get rid of that, I'll get rid of those things, and then hopefully it should still work, because if not, I don't know if I can get replacement boards for these, because I'll be damned if I'm going to be doing a component level repair on this thing, because that's going to take forever, considering how much these things go for on the secondhand market. Another thing to note as well is when I was pulling apart, it was actually missing a screw for the board here, so that was great, cool, you know. Looks like, I don't know whether possibly they've tried cleaning it with some kind of isopropyl that wasn't 99%, but there is just so much residue on this board as well, and just... So, bit of a warning to people out there. If you're going to go buy a device or a pedal or something like that, and someone's stuck a sticker on the outside saying that they've modified it or whatever else like that, get someone to check it to make sure that this kind of thing hasn't been done, because it's subpar work. It should have been done better, and there probably would have been a better solution off shelf to solve the problem rather than having to modify the device like this. So yeah, that was a bit of a quick, dirty rant on that one there. Like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Bring us your broken stuff, we'll get it fixed.